What was the relationship between Germans and Africans in German East Africa? If you're curious about the complex and often tumultuous relationship between Germans and Africans in German East Africa, let's take a closer look at the historical context and the events that shaped this interaction. German East Africa, which includes present-day Burundi, Rwanda, and mainland Tanzania, was established in the late 19th century. The German presence in this region was marked by a mix of military control, economic exploitation, and cultural imposition. When the Germans arrived, they quickly established their authority through military might. In 1885, Chancellor Otto von Bismarck granted an imperial charter to Karl Peter's Society for German Colonization, leading to the signing of treaties with local chieftains and the eventual establishment of a protectorate in the region. The relationship between the Germans and Africans was largely one of domination and resistance. The Germans used a combination of violence and alliances with local leaders to maintain control. For instance, they offered political and military support to their African allies in exchange for recognition of German authority, labor, and building materials. However, as German military strength increased, these alliances often turned adversarial, leading to the dismantling of local chiefdoms and the suppression of African leaders who were seen as potential enemies. Resistance to German rule was widespread. The Africans in German East Africa, such as the Nyamwezi and other ethnic groups, staged numerous rebellions against the German colonial administration. One notable example is the Maji-Maji Rebellion, which took place from 1905 to 1907 and resulted in significant loss of life, with estimates ranging from 80,000 to 300,000 deaths. The Germans also imposed harsh economic policies, including forced labor on plantations, which led to the depopulation of inland areas and the displacement of local economies. The traditional barter economy was replaced by a money economy, further disrupting the social and economic fabric of the region. Violence and brutality were common features of German colonial rule. The Germans used their military to suppress rebellions, often with extreme force. For example, during the Maji-Maji Rebellion, German troops employed scorched earth tactics and forced many Africans into concentration camps, leading to widespread suffering and death. In addition to military and economic control, the Germans also imposed their own laws and regulations, suppressing many African cultural and religious practices. This period saw the introduction of European education, healthcare, and infrastructure, but these benefits were often overshadowed by the exploitative and oppressive nature of the colonial regime. After World War I, German East Africa was transferred to other European powers under the League of Nations, marking the end of German colonial rule in the region. However, the legacy of this period continues to impact the lives of people in these countries, with ongoing debates about the need for Germany to acknowledge and make amends for its colonial past. In summary, the relationship between Germans and Africans in German East Africa was characterized by domination, resistance, and significant human suffering. Understanding this history is crucial for grasping the complex social, economic, and political dynamics that continue to shape the region today.